it's your buddy Chuck again, and we're back at it on Monday, April 21st. And we're heading to Kingsland, but we had a last-minute change of plans this morning. You know, I was just going to do my normal thing with DoorDash and Uber Eats and Roadie and whatnot, but I noticed a notification on Uber. I clicked on it. It says they'll give me an extra $200 if I give 10 rides today. Actually, I think I have until sometime tomorrow, like until tomorrow afternoon. An extra $200. So I'm doing that. That's like an extra $20 per ride. So I'm going to try to do 10 rides today. I'm going to try to take short distance, low paying rides. The one I just accepted is not that short. It's 8 miles. I tried to accept another one that was like 15 miles, but I lost phone signal. I was driving through the boonies. And I'm kind of glad I did lose the phone signal, because then I got this 8 mile ride. But yeah, I'd rather have, 3 or 4 mile rides, just so I can knock out 10 as quickly as possible. It's going to be amazing if I get an extra $200. But anyway, I guess we're Rideshare Chuck today. Here we go. We're picking up a lady at a motel.
And he went somewhere and spilled something on his seat deliberately and charged me an $80 cleaning fee.
Oh, good grief.
And I told him, I've used you guys for years and years, and I've never had a problem.
That was a cab?
No, Lyft.
Oh, Lyft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Like I told him, listen, I've appreciated their services, but I will never use them again, because it was just the principle of it all.
Well, some people are just terrible.
Yeah.
All of us who do this kind of stuff, I do DoorDash and Uber Eats and Uber and a bunch of other apps too, Spark and Roadie and stuff. We all know that sometimes you're going to get a tip, sometimes you won't. And that's just part of the job.
And I normally do, but again, like I said, it's just in that moment I was just so...
Yeah, sure. You're frazzled.
Up,
yeah.
And he just didn't give me time to... Like the next day I went back, it was what, $80? It wasn't a little charge, it was $80. And I was like, I know you a lie.
And they charged you? You had to pay it?
Mm-hmm. The trip was only $30 from Jacksonville to here. But it was $80 for the actual cleaning fee.
That's horrible.
But again, I do appreciate you guys, because I hate driving. So it's a convenience for me.
Well, I'm happy to do it.
I do, thank you.
I was going to tell you, I don't usually do a whole lot of rides.
Mm-hmm.
I usually do food delivery and grocery delivery. And I would have cleaned my car.
As long as I get there, I'm trying to meet this guy about this rental property.
Right.
And I didn't drive home last night. I left my car in Jacksonville again. So, listen, honey, I'm an everyday person too.
I hear you. Well, and the thing about UberX, as opposed to you can get Uber Black, where they pick you up in a really fancy car and all. But UberX, it's basically just get me from point A to point B.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I've been eating. I don't need all the bells and whistles. Just get me where I need to be.
Then turn right on Douglas Drive.
All right, y'all. 1 down and 9 to go. She was very nice. And y'all, I'm telling you,
turn right on Douglas Drive.
Every time I give a ride to somebody, I just really enjoy it. I've had, I don't know, have I given 30, 40, 50 rides in my 2-year career? And I've just thoroughly enjoyed all but 1 or 2. And I've never had any kind of terrible experience. There were just maybe 2 passengers that made me feel kind of uncomfortable. But she was very nice, very pleasant, easy to talk to. All right, and by the way, we accepted another ride while while we were dropping her off. I didn't realize it was so far away. It's a short ride, but good grief, it's 11 miles from here. I should just cancel it. I don't want that ride. I don't want to drive 11 miles just to get to the pickup. All right, y'all. So right before we dropped Marnisha off, we accepted another ride, but I didn't realize that it was 11 miles away. So we wound up canceling that, and we got Marnisha's return trip. So this is cool. I already know this lady, and she's nice. Oh, here we go.
But it's just too much coming out about this whole situation. Being said, you can
Lobby?
at the lobby, yes,
Okay.
sir, honey. Thank you again so
You're
much.
very welcome.
I apologize. I was running my mouth.
Oh, that's fine. It was interesting. I got to tell you one thing real quick. My great-grandmother was called Tutu.
Really?
I heard you say the word tutu, and I'm like, that's my great-grandmother's name.
Oh, tutu. So, again, I don't know. I don't know. Yep.
Tutu was born in 1864 during the Civil War. And I knew somebody who was alive during the Civil War. Isn't that crazy?
All right.
You take care. Nice meeting you. My pleasure. Have a great day. All right, y'all. 2 rides down, 8 to go. And we've already got our 3rd ride. Picking somebody up at the hospital or a doctor's office. The street name we're going to is where the hospital is, and a whole bunch of doctor's offices. Very close by. And it's I'm looking for low-paying trips. That might sound crazy, but that means they're low mileage. And I can knock them out quickly and try to get 10. This is kind of fun.
Turn left on Crown Point Park.
Hope I get $200. I hope you haven't been waiting too long.
No, not that. No. With my screw up, they had my appointment for Brunswick, not here.
Oh no.
After all this.
Oh no. Oh, that's terrible.
Yep.
Turn right on Dan Proctor Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know where we're going. And you think Winding Road is the best way to get there?
It really is.
Need to get up to Coleraine, right?
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, I know right where Hilltop is. I knew that sounded familiar. It's possible I've delivered Walmart groceries to you before or something.
Oh, you might have. I get it every month.
Yep.
At least once a month.
I've delivered them there a
2
lot
or
of
3 times.
Yep.
A lot of apartments.
I know, and they
they're
just keep
still
building them. It's amazing.
I can't believe how many is filled up. They're so expensive.
I would hate to know how much.
I heard $1,200 for a 1-bedroom.
Oh, man. You're very welcome. You have a wonderful day. Thank you. All right, y'all, we got that nice lady dropped off. So that's 3 out of 10, and I checked in the app, and it does say 3 out of 10. So we just need to give 7 more rides. We don't have a ride right now, though. We're just waiting. So we got a DoorDash order. It's $6 for Zaxby's going 1.2 miles, so it's gonna go up. I'm pretty sure. Got to go up to, who knows, $6.50 or something probably. Hey, look at that. There's that new Volkswagen bus that's all electric. Those things are kind of cool looking. All right, here we go to Zaxby's, y'all. Y'all, they're doing construction inside Zaxby's. I have my doubts that they're even open. I know the lobby ain't open. No, they're closed. All right, y'all. So DoorDash made us take a picture of Zaxby's to prove it's closed. It's going to be closed for months, it looks like. They're tearing that place up inside. Oh well, we got $3 for doing nothing. All right, we need an Uber ride. Come on, Uber. All right, y'all, we've just accepted ride number 4. A lot of these are coming on Trip Radar instead of directly to me. I wonder why they're doing that. Why not just send me the ride? I basically don't ever get screenshots when it's Trip Radar. Anyway, I know right where I'm going, an apartment complex up here just past Walmart. And it's like a $4 ride or something, so it should be very short distance. That's what I want. Short and sweet and quick. Try to get 10 in. This is number 4. I mean, there's a Wendy's right there by St. Mary's Elementary. Is that the Wendy's? Or is there another Wendy's?
I don't live there.
Oh, okay.
I'm visiting. But I know how to get it. Oh, stop. You can stop. There he is. Oh, you can take me back.
What?
Yeah, he just pulled in. I was going to take my husband his
Oh!
I was going to take him his phone.
Shortest Uber ride ever.
Yes, and keep the money and I'm going to give you a tip. Yeah, he just pulled in.
What do you know? That's crazy.
That is crazy. Wow. He's going to laugh. 'Cause I was just coming to, he left his phone at home, so I was going to take it to him.
And you've got it with you?
Yes.
So he's going to go in there looking for it.
Yes. Oh, he's going to be baffled. He's going to look like, where is she?
This is hilarious.
That is.
Well, I enjoyed meeting you, Geneva.
I enjoyed, look, you didn't even park the truck
Look.
right.
Ah, trying to save him a trip.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Good grief. I got somebody back to the work.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, that was nuts. So Geneva there, her husband went to work and left his phone at home. So she called an Uber so she could bring his phone to him. I guess she couldn't call him and say, hey, I'm bringing you your phone, because he didn't have his phone. So we didn't get out of the apartment complex parking lot. We were just about to turn onto the highway, and her husband pulled in. So we just made a U-turn and drove back to her apartment. And she handed me a $10 bill. And I've been poking around all in this Uber app, trying to find a way to call support to tell them what happened. I can't find it. And I don't want to cancel the ride because I want my, credit for my 4th ride towards the 10. I would call support and tell them what happened, but I can't figure out how to call support. So I'm just going to complete this little ride. It's it was just 1.8 miles from her apartment to the destination. So I'm 0.8 of a mile away now. I'm just going to pull in there and mark the trip complete. I'm not trying to defraud Uber or anything, but I don't know how to get out of this without canceling the trip, and I don't want to cancel the trip. I don't know what to do. All right, y'all, I guess we'll try another DoorDash. Not getting any rides right now. We've got a Moe's paying $6.50 for 4.7 miles. Not the greatest deal in the world, but might as well make some money while I'm waiting for an Uber ride. So we're right here at Moe's. Come on, Uber, give me a ride. Thank you. All right, y'all, we got our Moe's picked up. And now I see where we're going. I mean, I had the address, but I guess I didn't recognize the address. I should have. But we're going to an elementary school way over here on the west side of Kingsley. If I had known that, I don't think I would have accepted it. I mean, it was a borderline offer to start with. But I've had DoorDash on this whole time, 2 hours now, and I've gotten very few offers. I need an Uber ride. I need number 5. Come on, y'all. Hey, and let me tell you what this bonus thing, whatever on Uber, what it says. I think I've got until like 2:30 tomorrow afternoon to complete these 10 rides. It should be a piece of cake. But it says that all of the rides have to originate in coastal Georgia. Well, what does that mean? Define coastal Georgia. I don't think they showed me any kind of a map or anything telling me what counts as coastal Georgia. So what I'm wondering is if I go home and keep the app running, I mean, which I'll do anyway, if I get an offer for a ride in Folkestone or Hilliard or something, will that count? Is that considered coastal? I got to figure that out. All right, y'all, we're probably done for the day. We're coming into Folkestone, Georgia now, and we only got 4 rides done. And from like 12 to 1, got no offers. Well, no, let me take that back. We got one offer to drive somebody 100 miles to Savannah for $60. So... my very first rideshare ever was taking a guy 100 miles to Savannah. I'll never do that again. Well, on the offer screen, if they had told me, hey, this counts as 6 rides if you accept it, I would have done it. I would have driven 100 miles to Savannah and 100 miles back home for that extra $200. But yeah, anyway, we didn't get any more rideshare offers except that one, and we were getting very few DoorDash orders. There was one terrible roadie gig at Walmart. I don't know, it wasn't happening today, but we've got until 2 p.m. We've got 25 hours to get 6 more rides done. I think we might be able to do it. I think I'm going to get a really early start tomorrow and drive to Kingsland. See, it has to be done in coastal Georgia. So, I could drive to Jacksonville and get millions of rides, but it has to be done in coastal Georgia. Now, I could drive to Brunswick and St. Simons. I've done Rideshare there before. That's not a bad plan. St. Simons Island, Georgia is definitely coastal Georgia. But anyway, I'm determined we're going to get 6 more rides. I'm going to leave Uber on, until it gets dark. And maybe, it happens occasionally. I've gotten offers to give people rides in Folkestone or Hilliard. No, it can't be Hilliard. I don't even know if Folkestone counts. I need to find out, even if I have to call support or something. Anyway, so we didn't get the $200 today, but we've got until 2 o'clock tomorrow. We've got 25 hours to try to do it. But that's it, y'all. What did we make? $30 in the Uber app, and then that one customer who changed her mind just before we pulled out onto the highway, she handed me a $10 bill, and I got $4 in change from her. But anyway, so that's $40, and then we did a $6.50 DoorDash order, and we got $3 for trying to pick up a DoorDash order at Zaxby's, but it was closed, under construction. So anyway, not quite $50. And, we worked 2 hours, and then we just hung out. I went in Popeyes and sat down and ate a sandwich. So, whatever. We were there 3 hours. Coming home with not quite $50. But we've got $80 toward that 200 if we can just get 10 rides. I don't know, man. I'm kind of, I don't stay that long in Kingsland every day, 2 or 3 hours, occasionally 4 hours, because I just can't stand it. And I especially can't stand just sitting in my car waiting for orders. But also part of the reason is because I have my little pug at home alone, Biscuit. And I know she's fine. She's got food and water. She's already been outside this morning. She'll just be sleeping all day, but I hate to leave her home alone for long periods of time. So, I don't know. I could conceivably even go back to Kingsland this afternoon and try some more. But anyway, that's it, y'all. $50, I guess 3 hours. We've got 4 out of the 10 trips for a $200 bonus. Hopefully we'll get some action in Folkestone this afternoon and evening. We've got they say that Folkestone is very busy right now on DoorDash, but I'm not dashing right now because I want to see if I can get one of those flash orders. So now I'm just waiting for a text message from DoorDash or a ride opportunity from Uber. But thanks for riding along with me, y'all. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I hope we can get that $200 tomorrow. Y'all be safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow.